first thing about this dating pool shit, truth, is that it's like the first rule of AA. You gotta admit that you got a problem, right? Every time people start talking, we start pointing fingers. You heard? But nobody points like this. Everybody points like this. So what about these three? Right? And we continue to say it's somebody else. But if I continue to get the undesired results, I gotta look in that mirror. Like one thing that was interesting that Max said, not to pinpoint him, but because this is a macro thing, right? He said all his friends is married, right? You know, now he maybe don't desire marriage, right? So maybe that's why he not. But if his results aren't like his friends, but all his friends are married, then you gotta pinpoint yourself, right? I think that's the only way we improve and get better, right? We get further faster if you implicate yourself. That's why I like to put the reason why shit is going to right on men, because I know that if we correct men first, society goes further faster.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have a quick clip from This Might Be Risky podcast. I've covered them before. They have some pretty dope conversations, so let's get right into it.
They just want to take nice Instagram pictures. They just want the rock, but they don't want to be wives. That's why I said I was a wife. I cooked 7 days a week. I birthed his children. I did his 2 bids. We hustled in the streets together. I worked while he was in prison. I helped take care of his family while he was in prison. He came home. He cheated. He did wrong. I took him back. He'll buy me another ring. I take him back and still mess with him. So I'm not bitter. I'm not heartbroken. I believe in love. I love love.
I noticed that she
but
didn't
it's
tell
under,
you
but
you
it's
was
it's like
traumatized
if
she
I
told
meet
Nico.
into that person, if I meet that person,
I noticed that she
and we
swayed
rock,
away from calling you traumatized.
So I get what you're saying. So
you
I'm
broke
not
up on a bad
traumatized.
note. I didn't.
No, we didn't. You didn't hear what I said. We co-parent great. We're great friends. Actually, I think we're better as friends as we was husband and wife. We get along great. We have a son that's in college.
What was the straw? Like, what was the straw that made you want to divorce?
It just was like, all right, but you gonna keep letting a nigga fuck on you, or you gonna get up and you gonna keep it moving?
Right. So where's the traumatized? Why you didn't say she was traumatized? Me and my BM just split on a good note.
Right,
so
but I'm not.
I will tell you how it was. I actually paid my baby mama rent 6 months when I left.
The fact that the word trauma is so detrimental for you, let me know that you might be a little traumatized.
No, I don't think he's no, you know what, sis?
Like, this is my thing that kills me about women, man. They think they know. They read one psychology magazine and they think they have it all figured out. You can't. And then they pick and choose who they want to be traumatized. They pick and choose. And then the fact that she, instead of just saying, you know what, I was wrong, she won't come in, well, the fact that you say that you're so triggered by being called traumatized lets me know that you're traumatized. What? That doesn't make any sense. If I call you stupid, right? And you get and you're like, yo, but I'm not stupid, man. Like, stop calling me stupid. You be like, the fact that you're getting so triggered from me calling you stupid means that you're stupid. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Honest, I don't think he's traumatized
tonight. So we talked about so we talked about traumatized, and but the word that's triggered me, because I'm triggered now, I'm not gonna lie. You said that you and your ex. Hold on, somebody's shit is like making a chat staticky. I don't like that. Hold on, let me find out who that is. All right, so you said that you and your ex are friends. The one that cheated, you did the bids, you were the wife to.
My ex-husband, he was all I knew. I was with him since I was 16 years old. He was all I knew.
And so you said that you guys are friends. And so my question, go ahead. So you said that you guys are friends, and I want to know, how is that possible?
Well, for one, we have 2 children. Our oldest son is in college. He's all American in football and track. And then we have another son that's a running back that's doing well. He didn't allow what we went through stop him from being the father that he was. I divorced him for being a bad husband, not a bad father. So our relationship, wait, let me finish.
Can you answer the question?
As we got older, remember, I was 16, he was 19, we were kids. We got married, I was 20, 21, 22, I'm 40.
Okay.
As we got older, we learned communication. We come from a place where communication wasn't a thing in our household. Remember, when we used to talk back, that was called being disrespectful, right? Black household. So now we learn the communication as we're getting older. We're learning things. We're learning how to be parents. Because, man, we learn in life. We grew up fast as kids, being adults, playing house. But we had a certificate. We had a ring. Right. But I felt like as we got older and we split, we learned to just communicate.
What age did you split?
32.
8 years ago. So you weren't kids when you decided to split, and you didn't split because the relationship was perfect. You split on bad terms. It wasn't like
I mean, it was a divorce, and
right.
but it was time. We knew. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry.
And so because this is the thing, I listen at a really high level. And so when we started this, you said that you could not imagine being married again. So do you think that you are traumatized? Because you said that you aren't, but would it be fair to say that you are traumatized? Because let me finish. Because if you were married, right?
Yes.
The marriage was successful and the marriage was perfect and you would have just grown apart. Don't you think you might be open to trying it again? Because the experience of marriage was amazing. That's like you having sex. And the first time that you have sex, it's traumatic. It would probably hinder that process, right? Like if the first time you have sex with a man and he takes your virginity and he put an arm in you and he's rough and he chokes you and you're like, whoa, I don't want to do this again for quite some time. Because even though I might not want to believe it, I'm traumatized for somebody taking their time and he's kissing your neck and he made it special and he licked your toes and he bought you a car and he put a ring on you, versus you dealt with trauma and you didn't leave him as a kid. You left him as a 32-year-old woman.
Yeah, but I was gonna marry somebody again a couple of years ago. Listen, that's what I'm trying to explain.
So the second proposal was what traumatized you.
No, I'm not traumatized. Why?
Do you see how this man masterfully flipped the script and put it back on her? He did that in a beautiful, brilliant way. But women, they don't see that in other women. They'll say, no, she's not traumatized. She's just, and then they'll just make up some word to throw in there. Truth hurts, brother. 2 thumbs up. You can't see it, but I'm sending vibes your way, brother.
That when people decide that they are in.
Well, we're going to get to the next. My fault, Hemp. I know you wanted to say something. Nah, cool.
It's just interesting, man. Tamika, go ahead and unmute if you don't mind.
I just think that I find it very interesting and ironic that if
don't worry about it. Let me ask you some questions. Yes, you know I love you, right? First and foremost.
I do.
The Locks head is crazy. So
fire.
Tell us about your behavior during this relationship. I noticed you hit that nigga with a honey bun after honey bun after honey
listen, bun. I bust him in the head. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I started out as a great wife. Of course. I did. I cooked 7 days. No, we got married at 21. We started going together when we were 16.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the super chat, Andy.
DJ Hemp said, I don't know if y'all caught this. Tamika, the woman who's talking right now, she said, I started out as a great wife. And Hemp said, how do you know? I wish you would have pressed her a little bit more on that, because a lot of women think that there are things that they are not. Because in their mind, they come up with this idea of what a wife is. And they're like, well, I'm doing these things, so this must mean I'm a good wife. But they never check in with their husband or with their boyfriend to say, hey, am I a good girlfriend or am I a good wife? I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of women get cheated on.
I think I could have been a better wife to him. I could have been more supportive to him because he started out young in the streets, right? And young men, of course, we always go back to that. Like, I don't think he really knew what love was. Unconditional, especially unconditional love. He kind of, he did.
No,
I know for
we
a
don't
fact.
want to hear about him. Let's talk about
No, so, but that's what I'm saying. That's where I messed up at. I think that, no, we talk about his upbringing, sir.
But you left him.
And where I messed up, no. I messed up. I could have been more supportive. I could have been more understanding. I could have sat down and talked more instead of, why you doing these things? And you coming in the house intoxicated all the time instead of asking why you drinking why you drinking a lot? Like, what's going on? I was busting him in the head with vases because I thought he was out with women because that was a thing. Sometimes he'll do it, sometimes he won't. You never know with that nigga.
So you abused him.
I felt like I could have been a better wife and a better friend.
So you
I forgot to be his friend.
You were physically abusing.
I knew y'all was gonna say that.
You abusive. He should have left your ass. See, I never went through none of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Why you not calling her traumatized? I never went through none of this shit.
She's not traumatized. Her ex-husband is traumatized.
And she's still saying that she's not traumatized.
He might be traumatized.
Let me tell you something. The girl in the corner is still saying that no, she's not traumatized. Now she's saying that the husband's traumatized, not her. Let me back it up so y'all can catch that, because maybe y'all missed it.
You were physically
abusing. I knew y'all was gonna say that.
You abusive. He should have left your ass. See, I never went through none of this shit. You see what I'm saying? Why you not calling her traumatized? I never went through none of this shit.
She's not traumatized. Her ex-husband is traumatized.
Listen,
I never went through none of this shit.
He might be traumatized.
Hey, yo. He said,
I was
You can't
waiting.
make
I
this
knew
shit
y'all
up.
was gonna call that shit out. I was
Yeah.
waiting.
I'm
He's
just
a
saying
man
because
beater.
I don't have any issues with none of my children's mothers. We have a
No,
great
we
co-parenting.
great.
Like I
Listen.
said, my daughters are in college.
My son is
drive
too.
trucks. Everybody's doing good, and
Everybody's
I got
doing good over here, and I can't. He's even doing well for himself. He's not in the streets. He owns his smoke shop.
But
Yes, sir.
I never.
Yes, sir. What are you trying to say, DJ Hamp? I couldn't hear you.
Well, no, just real quick. Look how disgusting the world is, right?
I'm listening.
My man got hit with a vase and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We laughed about it. What if
I didn't think it was funny. No, I didn't think it was.
I'm saying
I'm
we,
traumatized.
as you know,
She traumatized me.
Yeah, we try to be inclusive just for the sake of the conversation.
For
right?
sure. Absolutely.
Now, if Tamika would have said she got hit in the head with a vase, what would have happened?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Hush over the room. That's a devaluing, right? And that's why OG Mac and I had to go back and forth about what's a good man and all that, because the devaluing of men is seen each and every day, all the times, even shit like that.
And he never hit me back. Sorry, DJ. I just wanted to let you know that he never put his hands.
I know you would have said that. You would have said that. You know,
that's why you kept busting him in the head, though. That's why, because he wasn't fighting back.
He wouldn't stop cheating.
Right, but this is my thing, right? And to piggyback off what Ham said, how does cheating equate to you putting your hands on me? How?
Because I understand. I'm sorry. Go cook.
But no, I just want to know. Like, tell me. So I stick my penis in somebody. You hit me with a weapon. How do those two correlate? I don't get it.
Because for one, I took vows. I'm your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not. No, I'm your wife. I'm home. I'm doing right.
You are you are very elusive with these questions. My question is extremely.
Do you have sons?
Of course I have sons, and they stay in the room right now. One just got off work. I have
Would
two
you be
sons.
okay with a woman beating them with a vase?
Listen.
No, fuck
you
no.
You can't ask me no question like that, because I just.
And that's the way to get them. That's a perfect way to get them. Majority, if not all of these women that have all these incredibly high standards and everything like that, and how they are and how they treat men, if you ask them, would you want your sons to be with a woman like you, or to be treated how you treat men, they will unanimously say no. But when they do it, it's fine.
From the trenches, you're not letting nobody hit your son.
If I just told you already know I ain't letting nobody put their hands on my son.
So why wait to say it then? Just come out and say it. Stop playing. Anyway, hold on one second. We got Tiffany, and we didn't let Tiffany say not one thing. Welcome to the chat. I'm glad to have you here. How you doing this evening, Tiffany?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Life is stupendous. How can we help you this evening?
I was just listening and observing, and I don't even know. Yo, I feel I'm kind of along with her. I got married at an early age. I met my ex-husband when I was 16. We got married when I was 18. I rocked with him up until 30. I am 37 now. Here goes the word trauma again. I definitely went through a lot of trauma with him. I probably put him through a lot of trauma as well. I do desire to be married, but I was listening to one of your videos earlier and how you were talking about how the dating pool has piss in it, and it definitely does. But you just have to make sure that, like, I'm still trying to navigate and figure out, like, what avenues I need to take to be available to the man that I want to attract.
All right, so you want a life coaching? I got you. So let me make this crystal clear for you. Dating is not complicated, and a lot of people think that the dating pool got piss in it, and the harsh reality is people are getting in the dating pool with shit on them contaminating the water. What you have to understand, right, is that opposites attract. So healed people want to be with unhealed people. Unhealed people want to be with healed people. Non-toxic people want to be with toxic people. Short people want to be with tall people. Broke people want to be with rich people. Skinny people want to be with fat people. What you have to understand about dating, right, is it all starts with friendship. Women complicate dating because women have this false belief that when they're going out here dating, that they're supposed to be dating with intention, right? But the issue that I have with that is when you go on these dates, you actually speak about your intention. So I talk about this in my book, Murder with Intent to Kill. Anybody that is trying to unalive somebody, you are not telling somebody that you want to unalive them. You're going to go into it with your intentions, do everything that you need to get done in order to get the job done. Women go on these dates and y'all talk too much. That's why there's another chapter in my book called Shut the Fuck Up. You go on these dates, you sit in front of us, you run your mouth, you teach us how to manipulate you, you teach us how to court you just right to get your coochie, and then we discard you. I'm going to give you this one last jewel because I'm not going to keep you on it for too long, right? What you have to understand is this. Your worth is worthless to people who don't deem you to be valuable. So it doesn't even matter what you do when you're in front of a man. The way that he views you is the way that he's going to treat you, no matter what it is that you do. And if my goal is just to sleep with you, I will be your mommy, your daddy, your pastor, your mechanic. I'll play whatever role I need to play in order for that to be my goal. If it's sex, that's what I'm. Once I get that, you'll get treated. If it's relationship, once I get that, then we'll further continue. But I want you to hyper focus on friendship. Relationships are going to fail. Friendships won't. And when your relationship fails, if the foundation of the friendship is strong, the friendship will always pick up where the relationship slacks off at. And I'm gonna hit you with this, my fault, Ham.
No, you
get tired of your husband. You won't get tired of your best friend.
No, I don't. Hold on. He might finish this up.
Tired of your wife, you will not get tired of your best friend. You'll give up on your wife for some odd reason. You won't give up on your best friend. And I believe that a marriage or a long-term relationship is supposed to feel like a lifelong sleepover. I think, or was it something that?
No, I completely disagree with that. You will 100% give up on friendships. People give up on friendship all the time. Like that falling outs. Like, what does he think that is? That's just a friendship divorce. When you have a falling out with somebody, men are more inclined to stay with their wives than they are their friends. People change their lives for their spouses. They will get rid of their friends for their spouses. So I don't understand what he's talking about. And then furthermore, you can even look at the divorce rate for lesbian women, because they have friendships, do they not? Is that not a friendship that has also blossomed into something else? But then they still have the highest rate of domestic violence and the highest divorce rate. So if what he's saying is true, that friendship is the number one thing, then women wouldn't be like exchanging friends all the time. Lesbian relationships would be the greatest of the great. It's not a friendship is completely different than a husband. You understand what I'm saying? There are things that I would do, and that majority of people, if not all, will do for their spouse that they won't do for their friends. Your spouse is greater. I wouldn't say focus on a friendship, because a friend, it does not say anything in the marriage vows about friendships. You are marrying somebody who you can grow with and build with. A friend is a good thing to have in life, but it's not over your husband or your wife.
What they expound on here?
No, there was a couple things, but I think that what you just said certainly needs to marinate in terms of trying to navigate this thing. You know, I think the first thing about this dating pool shit, truth, is that it's like the first rule of AA. You got to admit that you got a problem, right? Every time people start talking, we start pointing fingers. You heard? But nobody points like this. Everybody points like this. So what about these three, right? And we continue to say it's somebody else. But if I continue to get the undesired results, I gotta look in that mirror. Like one thing that was interesting that Max said, not to pinpoint him, but because this is a macro thing, right? He said all his friends is married, right? You know, now he maybe don't desire marriage, right? So maybe that's why he not. But if his results aren't like his friends, but all his friends are married, then you got to pinpoint yourself, right? I think that's the only way we improve and get better. Right? We get further faster if you implicate yourself. That's why I like to put the reason why shit is going right on men, because I know that if we correct men first, society goes further faster.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna have to disagree with that too. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. When men were in charge, when we held men accountable, which we have always done, the world was completely fine. The reason why we're moving how we are right now is because women have tag teamed with the government to go against men. So how can you fix men? Matter of fact, even if you did fix all the men, it's not going to, you need to change the mindset of the women to get back on our side. To get back on the side of the men. Because we were doing fine, and the only thing that changed is that the government came in and said, listen, we'll give y'all welfare, but you can't have a man here. You divorce your men and you marry the government. And the women said, okay. That was one of the biggest changes after the welfare, or after like the 60s, which is how we ended up getting right here. You can trace this back all the way to the 60s, from the 60s until now. It's not the men. And I hate when especially I especially hate it when I hear other men saying this. Well, if we just fix the men, No, it's not the men. It's the mindset of the women. Guys, that's it for today's video. You got me roused up now. You got me heated. If you want another video, click this one right here on your right, or click this one on your left, and I'll see you on another one.